Alright, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you're doing fine. So today I want to talk to you guys about upcoming releases 2022. I did a identical video just a year ago, and lots of titles will be in this video again. Yeah, release dates they're kind of a weird concept nowadays. Okay, I have in total 13 games I want to talk about today. I will start with the games that get released earlier this year, and then I will go to games that get released later this year or have no release date at all. Now, let's get this started. Alright, the first game on our list will be Dying Light 2 with a release date the 4th of February. So a little bit over a month, developed by S.T.A.L.K.E.R. So I have very high hopes for Dying Light 2 because Dying Light 1 was probably one of the best co-op games I ever played. And I have again plans to play this one co-op as well, maybe over on Twitch or maybe as a YouTube series. We will see about that. So yeah, I hope it will have the same dark atmosphere. I remember playing Dying Light the first time at night. That was super creepy. I hope it will not be butchered, and I hope there will also be a PvP mode. Probably not at the release at the beginning, but if we get one later, that will be fine for me too.
The shattering ensued, a war that wrought only darkness. The Elden Ring was broken. But by whom? And why?
And shortly after, we will have a look at Elden Ring with the 22nd of February. So From Software is pretty well known in the gaming scene with, you know, stuff like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, you know, these small titles, the small franchise there. So they have a long history of success, and I hope they can pull it off once more with Elden Ring. Not always a lot of hype is good for a game, for example, Cyberpunk, but there were already some playtests, stress tests for Elden Ring, and so far the feedback is really good. So I'm looking forward to play that one, especially for the PvP. There will be like a dual mode, co-op mode. Might be good. We will see that in a couple weeks. Next up, we have a game that is probably not very well known, and I would say it's more of a hidden gem. We are talking about Marauder. So I already released a few videos regarding Marauder, but since the development got a bit more serious, they said, no, we don't want you to create any more content, not at this state. Soon though, we will open the gates again, and then people can create content for it. Marauder is Escape from Tarkov meets Sea of Thieves in space. Honestly, for the development where they are, it's really good and very promising. And I think in the first quarter or the second quarter this year, it will come to Steam as an early access version, if I understood this correctly. I'm hyped for this one. It's a very nice game. I like the setting of it. I like ships, I like shooting, I like blasting, I like looting, and I like killing. So, seems like a good match. And we have another PvEVP title on the list, and this one is called The Cycle Frontier. Yes, I know, there was already one The Cycle game, and that was a Battle Royale. That got shut down, and they decided to give it a new direction, and this time it comes back as a looter shooter. So is this like Escape from Tarkov? Because I got the question like a bazillion times while I streamed the closed beta. Yes, but it is less hardcore and way more accessible. So you could say it's Escape from Tarkov light in space. And this is a good thing. I really enjoyed playing the game because you do not have to dedicate all your lifetime into it to have fun with the game. So it will be released, I guess, this summer, but there will also be another beta in the next couple of months. So stay tuned for that one. Then the developers are Jaeger. They are located in Berlin in Germany. I am partnered with them already because I also got a lot of questions. Will you make content for this game? And I will most likely create a lot of content for the game. Guides, playthroughs, let's plays. We will see. I'm not 100% sure yet. I have high hopes and I hope they can deliver. This one is kind of awkward because if I remember correctly, this game was on the list from last year too. it got a little bit delayed, I guess. So I'm talking about Warhammer 40k Darktide. It's the successor from Vermintide, yes, so same developers, Bad Shark. Release date is in spring, so it's kind of awkward that we still don't have a specific date, but hey, I hope we can play it very soon. It's a co-op PvE game. I mean, most of you probably know Vermintide, and I'm kind of sad because I think there will be, again, no PvP. I think Vermintide and Darktide, they both have the potential to give them some Left 4 Dead style PvP. Sure, man, make a good PvE game otherwise, but at one point it would be cool if we could get this PvP too. They announced it for Vermintide, and I actually don't know what happened to that. It was like almost 2 years ago now, right? Otherwise, hopefully a great PvE experience, but PvP on top, that would be delicious. Hey look, another game that I already had last year on the list, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. Now we have a release date though, and it's the 28th of April. Developers GSC Game World. There was a little bit of a controversial topic regarding S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 just a couple days / weeks ago regarding the NFT stuff. They got rid of that again, but still, that was kind of awkward. I still think the game will be good. What they showed us so far looks very S.T.A.L.K.E.R-ish. Please don't screw this up. We are waiting for S.T.A.L.K.E.R like a sequel since forever. Like literally forever. What I see in the game regarding the guns, we will have our standard guns, but we also will have some S.T.A.L.K.E.R specific, unique to the universe guns. Anomalies, they look great, the effects look great, and goddamn dude, there seems to be a good part of horror in it too.
Пошел ты.
So we mentioned Dying Light 2. Now there's another sequel we can look forward to, and that is The Forest 2, also called The Sons of the Forest. Release date is in May, so only a couple months. I hope it doesn't get delayed again. So developers are End Night Games. They also did the first one, and it was an absolute blast to play. Solo was okay. You know, scavenging, building your base, exploring then the caves, progressing in the story. I prefer it more in co-op because all these PvE survival games, they get a little bit tiresome regarding the gathering of the crafting materials. A good example was Icarus that just got released a couple days / weeks ago. Playing that one alone, not the greatest, but the moment you play it with a couple people, it can actually be pretty fun because the farming doesn't take forever. Another good example would be Valheim. So yeah, The Forest 2, I absolutely loved the enemy design in the first one, and after watching the trailers, a couple times actually, because they were so goddamn good. First of all, we get apparently a girlfriend, and second, well, the enemy design gets more and more creepy and insane. I can't wait to see that one be released in May, because they also added way more detail to the crafting, base building, which was sometimes a little bit, you know, had room for potential. So, fingers crossed that we will get a good experience with The Forest 2. And now I have a game that I'm not super looking forward. You're not like, but Mike, the list is like your most anticipated games in blah blah blah. Yeah, I know, but if I do not include this, I know people will be like, Mike, what about the day before? And I have to say, I have multiple issues actually with the day before. And it looks amazing, it looks great. What we've seen in the trailers looks great. The gameplay footage and everything that they showed so far looks good. but it's a PvE-VP game. And it's only third person. I played a shit ton of PUBG back in the days, and they only had like third person in the super early days. And third person shooters is not fun. People will wait around the corner. The last game where I felt that one was Scavengers. Scavengers was actually on my list regarding anticipated games for 2021. And then I was finally able to play a few more playtests and played the full game. And I'm like, yeah, this just proves once more, if you have a PvP element in your game, please give people the option to play on first-person servers only. Well, Scavengers, I think it kind of died rather quickly. Now, so the day before, I have a similar issue with this. Also, the trailers, they don't show much. This right here in the background is the most recent trailer, with very interesting choice regarding background music. But, again, surprise me if it's great. I'm definitely gonna try it in June, but I don't want to get too hyped, because hype is not good. So the 21st of June, the day before, from Fantastic Games. No, this is not a spelling mistake. This is exactly how you spell them. Alright, let's have a look at the next one. And then we have a game that maybe never will get released, because it gets delayed and delayed and delayed, and that is Scorn. I'm not going to talk about it too much. It was already my last one. Go look up the trailers. A very unique horror game. I really dig it, but right now they say October this year, but I believe it once it's released. And then we have Evil West, and it looks very action-packed, super fun. It has no specific release date. We only know that it should release 2022. Developers Flying Wild Hawk. You know me, I like Hunt Showdown. Well, I love Hunt Showdown. So I already like Wild West. And this one there looks like Diablo meets Hunt Showdown meets Wild West. I hope it will be good. It looks amazing. Action-packed, fast-paced. Give me a release date, please.
Ooh, you didn't see that coming. But I will show you what lies behind my eyes.
So I don't have a lot of PvE games on my list normally, because I'm more of a PvP player, or at least a PvE-VP. I think that PvE games, they don't have a lot of replay value, and, well, but there are a few exceptions. Sometimes there's a PvE game, and I can't wait for the game to get released. One of them is Hellblade 2. So if you didn't play Hellblade 1, then go and play it, because it's amazing. It even has VR support, so I hope that Hellblade 2 will have VR support from the start. It would be amazing. And I also hope, that's a lot of hopes in one gameplay clip, but hey, that it will release this year. Because it didn't release last year, which is a true shame.
Own life for what you believe is your sacrifice to make. To lead others to death brings a different kind of burden. One that Senua would have to learn to bear.
So I have 2 more titles in this video. And I kind of struggled with myself, should I put them in the video or not, but then hey, let's just do it. And the first one is Witchfire, with a release date this year, but well, it was exactly the same trailer just last year, with the exactly same announcement, hey, this year it will probably be released, but nothing. And they showed us a couple development clips, some demo clips, but otherwise, the last 6 months, it was very quiet. So I don't know what's going on over there. I still have it on my list. The Astronauts, there was a little bit more. I want to have a little bit more fire there, and I want to reignite the sparks for this game again. And the second game where I wasn't too sure, should I put it in the video or not? Well, as you can see, I did put it in the video, is Starfield. It gets developed by Bethesda. It actually has a release date, the 11th of November. I don't trust this one too much, but we will see. Basically, it will be a franchise, a new one from them. Same direction as Fallout and Skyrim. They will be purely PvE experience, and they already announced that there will be no co-op and there will be no PvP. They have some PvP games or co-op games, for example Fallout 76 or the Elder Scrolls, and they're doing, I think they're doing right now pretty okay. But with this one here, with Starfield, they want to go back to a pure PvE experience. There's not much known right now, so there's not much I can tell you. The trailer's a little bit, yeah, okay, you don't see much there. But maybe it will be a good experience. We will see. And that's the last game that I wanted to show you guys. Again, keep in mind, releases change. A couple of these games that I showed you were already in the last video. And I will definitely find new games that are currently not on my radar. So maybe I do a second one after half a year. We will see. Also, there were a few games that I wanted to include, but then again, they will most likely not release this year at all. For example, Space Marine 2. But yeah, alright, I think that's it for today. Let me roll the outro. Yep, these were my choices for 2022. Of course, there are more great titles, for example, Space Marine 2, but that thing doesn't even have a release date yet. Let me know what kind of game you're looking forward to in the comments. People who make 2022 already amazing can be seen here, my patrons. Thank you a lot, guys. Thank you for watching. Let's see how many release dates will get delayed. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye-bye.